Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with me, Grey Hunter, where I've done a little bit of housekeeping off screen because really it was a lot. So I'll go over what I did, but it took about 20 minutes to get it all done, mainly because I was a bit of a derp. Anyway, what we've done is we've started building a keep in Chartres. I have no idea how you say that. It's the place that they gave us when we murdered the previous king, this fella. Serlo. We got his bit of land, and we gave away the rest of it, I believe, in order to make people like us, and so we weren't holding too many duchies, which is always a good thing. We're still fighting our rebellion, all the way down here. Fun. That'll be awesome. And we're still trying to fight off the Jihad, but I had a look at it, and it looks like I'm actually not fighting the entire Caliphate, I'm just fighting him. So, not the Caliphate, the Sultanate. These fellas. I'm not actually fighting this guy, who's got a fuck ton of fellas, who he can call down upon me. I'm actually fighting one of his vassals, and I don't think he can join in with me. I don't know, but I'm still happy to have the Holy Roman Empire backing us up, which is always nice. And the other thing that I did that's kind of important is I went through basically every single one of our vassals, our direct vassals, not the other fellas, and I marked their children who are too young to be tutored as people of interest. Now the reason I did that is because once they become the age of 6, I'll hand them off to good Norman courtiers and the like, and hopefully we'll be able to sort of trigger a bit of a cultural change across France. Because obviously, being Norman as we are, and we want to stay Norman, at least I do, we want to try and convert a lot of people to our culture, because if they're of our culture, they don't hate us as much because we're not foreigners. We're lucky in that the realm we inherited was France, so most of France is of Latin culture, so they're from the same culture group as us, they're just not Norman. So that's a help, but it's still not fantastic. And these guys down here, luckily, the province can hate us all it likes, as long as the guy who's in charge is of our culture. That doesn't really matter, so that's always nice and handy. Now what else did I do? That's right, I changed up a few of our councillors as well, because I realised that the chancellor I had, who is Herbert, I think? Where is he? He's in here somewhere. Herman. I was just keeping him there to keep him happy, but now that I don't need him to be happy because I have a kingdom, well, I have 2 kingdoms, it's not as big of a deal, so I changed him over for the Duke of Champagne, and he's got a massively awesome score, and his ambition was actually to become Chancellor, so he should pop that up to a 22 in a minute. I also changed out our Court Chaplain, because the previous guy was good, but he's got a learning skill of 20, and again, his ambition was to become the Court Chaplain. So I gave him his wish, and then he will be up to a 21. So we'll have everybody in the 20s, which is awesome. And hopefully we'll be able to forge claims on this bit of independent, technically Francia territory, and be able to form the Empire at some point during Nigel's lifetime. So let us get on with fighting our rebellion and those bad men from Arabia. Crank it up. Ooh, he's calling in a lot of people. Oh, that's right. I also handed out children as guardian, 2 guardians to try and do the whole culture wave thing, so we'll get a few of these messages. Yes. Dear Father, may you live in harmony and contentment. I fear that I cannot accept the guardianship between Herman and Prince Roger. I assume that I gave Herman 2 people already. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we won some battles. That's handy. Where are you guys going? I will actually give you a white piece, if you'll take it, because we still gain prestige and he gets imprisoned, and that's a war that we don't need to fight. And then we can head over that way. Now, my son, Roger. Yeah, I don't want you being tutored by that guy, so let's see, we can't give you to Herman. I was trying to give them to people with good stewardship and that sort of thing. What are you naturally good at? Nothing. He's going to be a king one day too. He's the heir to the kingdom of Sicily. That is a scary thought. Alright, Roger. You'll be taught by... I want them to be Norman. I'm not sure about Amberga though, because she's homosexual. And it would be nice if he was producing children, but she's got good stats. So, we'll give it a go. If he turns out about a bit queer, then we'll probably pass him on to somebody else. So, he's called in the Sheikh of Baghdad, Prince Hassan of the Fatimid Sultanate, another Sheikh, another Sheikh. People are fiddling around with succession. That won't even matter in about 6 years when we change the succession law. The Caliph is called Benghazi and... Okay, but he hasn't called any really big players, which is nice. Oh yeah, I also put forward... See, I'm remembering things that I've done now. I put forward the maximum feudal levies law in France as well, because I realised that we didn't have that, and the extra men would be fantastic. So, the Pope excommunicated Count Franz of Provence. That's this place. What does she seek to get from that, I wonder? Okay, so people are basically just agreeing with my law change. All is well. He's called Awali Inn. Duke Alain of Bourbon. Oh, hello. Roger Tellifer. Yes, you're one of my marked people. Okay. Duke died of maimed cripple. Stuff happened. These are probably all just... yeah. Basically just people going, yeah, sure, whatever. That's fine. The peasant revolt for Messina has ended. White peace. Swell, you are now in my prison. You have accepted that. To the most despicable King Nigel I. Damn your 7th grandfather, I accept your offer of peace. Good. Because now you are in my dungeons. And I feel absolutely no compunctions when I say, off with his head! There were no penalties for that, so it was worth it. Prince Nigel will be king, apparently. She's approved. They've all approved. Good. Good. There we go. Okay. So how goes our war? Our men are marching. They'll arrive on the 2nd of October. It's the 26th of September now. I think it might be a good idea to raise Jocelyn's troops. Can I raise Jocelyn's troops over here? I don't think so. Can I raise them here? How many men is that? 6,000? Yeah. Count Barthélemy as the heir to the Kingdom of France. Really? Who the hell is that? Our holding in Giganti is under siege. That's alright, we'll deal with that when we come to it. You might as well march, I guess. I also realised that because we're doing a religious defense, technically that's what this is, our vassals will like us more. So if I hover over him, even though I broke the betrothal between him and my daughter, I'm still not quite sure exactly why I did that. I probably wasn't thinking straight. But because we're defending versus infidels, we get a plus 30 from him, so that's very nice. And what? There appears to be an infighting thing going on here. Now I am confused. The Hashin jumped in as well. So the assassins, that's interesting. Duke Duncan of Capua has joined in... Really? Oh, he's a Scotsman and he's gone... Shia. That's interesting. Was he perhaps... Yeah, I think he's a relative of the failed kings of Sicily who took the title when we tried to crusade for it. And Quatil de Harcourt died in battle against the Caliph. Oh, well, that's not really important. How about factions? No, nothing important there. We've won our battle, now we settle into siege, and we're going to help out them. Failed sally by the defenders. Surrender comes sooner. Presumably that's this place? Yes, excellent. Count Abelhard of Artois has inherited the county from Countess Elise. She died of stress. He did not inherit her claim on the barony of Chatillon. Good. And there's a child who does not have a guardian. Raoul. Are you even important? Not really. Well, a little bit. You'll be a baron one day. You're Frankish as well, so I guess... I guess I'll give you to Amberger as well. She's quite clever. And she hasn't done anything particularly bad to Roger yet. So, hopefully. Though I'm regretting a little bit giving Roger a duchy now, because there was almost no point to doing so, because he's going to take it with him to the Kingdom of Sicily when Nigel dies, unless I kill him off. But there's not really any point in doing that, I don't think. Syracuse and Trapani are under siege. That's okay. We're doing the rounds. Count Adam is no longer steward. Why? Oh, he died a natural death. Oh, fair enough. And his son did not inherit his claims on English territories. Open council spot. Have we got anyone particularly good? Not really. The closest we've got is kind of Giffard or Everard. And Giffard is more likely to live longer, so I'm going to make him the steward. The attack weakens. Where are we? Ah, alright, in Reggio. I want you to research economy tech. Well, actually, hang on. Do I want him to do that, or do I want him to try and gather funds? I think I'll have him try to gather funds, because he'll increase the tax rate as well. So that is always handy. Why did we go there? The answer is because I clicked on it. I know. Moving on. Okay. So, why are you doing that? That's odd. Okay, brigands hit the camp. Those bastards. Jocelyn is still just hanging around doing his thing. That's good. Very, very good. Actually, how many men can we raise now? 79,000. Sweet. That is awesome. I am very pleased with this. Let's have a look at our technology as well. We want to next increase either legalism or cultural flexibility in the culture advances, and over here I'm thinking we're going to go for improved keeps. Maybe. I don't know. Difficult. This one we definitely want military organization though. So what else has happened? Our holding is under siege, We won a battle, and Abdul Haq ibn Suhail? I don't know. He was captured. He's the heir to the Sheikdom of Diameter. Well, we'll keep him in the dungeon for now. Palermo is under siege, and Giffard is doing his thing. You're marching on. You can probably just march to here, actually. What is this? An offer to join the war has been received from Henry MacFerguson. Who's he? Oh, King Bishop Henry. Sure, you're welcome to come kill some infidels. Come have fun. Crush some skulls. Let's do it. Ooh, tricky. Tricky, tricky. March there next. Defeat. Really? Oh, because they marched away. Okay, well that's fine. They'll just be leaving 300 men behind. Elise died a natural death. The holding in Palermo is under siege. Yes, I know. Things are under siege. That's what happens in war. This is nice, though, that we managed to get about 7,000 men just from this one duchy. What is this? You would like to join in the Doge of Pisa? Sure. Come, kill infidels with me. They shouldn't have started this fight, evidently. I was a little bit worried, actually, because I thought, it could be that he'll bring in the entire Sultanate, but no, apparently not. He just brought in a couple of his friends, And Pisa just sailed by with 106 ships. What the fuck? Failed sally by the defenders. Surrender comes sooner. We kick their asses. What do you want? At least I get the feeling that I might not want you to do that. Who is she? She has claim on my lands for 406 gold. For 406 gold, I am tempted. How many men can you raise? A fair few, but not as many as I can. So even if he decided that he'd try to press the claim, it probably wouldn't work out all that well for him. And who's this guy? Are they even of the same family? Caetani? Yes, they are of the same family. He's not one of these guys. Maybe he's a sibling. What's his name? Artemio. Who is your father? Your father is also Artemio. Okay, so he's one of the He's one of the brothers' sons. And who is your designated heir? Vittorio. Who is not this dude's father. But she has claim on my lands, and I'm not really all that comfortable with this. But she doesn't have any inheritances. At least not as far as I can see. And marrying her off could get me an ally. I think it gets me an alliance with him. So I'll say yes for now. I can always kill her later if I have to. She's left for the most serene republic, and does that mean that you are now our ally? No. It might mean that his brother's son is. There he is. No, apparently he's not an ally either. Okay, well, looks like all we got from that was a few $100. But then again, it could have been a worse trade. I want to clear out that lot. And Umfreda de Normandy. Sure. Welcome aboard the Crusade. Well, the anti-Crusade. Our knowledge of siege equipment has increased to level 2 in Rennes. Sweet. And these guys are getting their asses handed to them again. And we're about to finish sieging this castle, which is good. It makes me happy. Victory. Good. And we're already following them. Even better. Oh, no we're not. They went the other way. Cheeky bastards. Failed sally by the defenders. Perfect. Victory. I'm starting to think Wilmot might fancy me. Who is she? She is my kinswoman. She is married to Pharamond. And she doesn't have any particularly good traits. I can gain some piety, but I've got a ton of piety. Or I can go to her chamber. Fuck it. To her chamber. We won the siege, I believe. Yes, we did. And now we're up to 18% war score. Excellent. And the Holy Roman Empire is coming. My king, the more I study the Cathar religion, the more I feel compelled to embrace it and show you the wisdom that lies in these texts. I'm not becoming a heretic. Arrest him. Okay. I'm going to ask him to convert back. Command religious conversion. Surrender comes sooner. Where are we fighting? The defenders of blank sallied forth. Well, that could be anywhere. I went to Lady Wilmot's chamber and gave her a good tumble. It's good to be king. Alright, good. In that case, you can once again become my court chaplain. There you go. I'm going to send him, instead of trying to gain cultural tech, I'm just going to send him to Rome to hopefully make the Holy Father like us more. So, yes, he's been done to do that. Antoine von Nuremberg seeks to kill Eustache de Blois. Why? You don't even have claim on... Whatever. Not much has really changed. I'm concerned about this, though. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the previous video, but I noticed that the Golden Horde was sort of just doing this thing, coming over here. Am I plotting anything at the moment? Yes, I am plotting to kill that guy, apparently. Wasn't somebody else plotting to do that? Yes, they were. Can I offer to join your plot? No, I don't think so. You might already be in on mine, though. Maybe I can ask him to help me. Couldn't invite him to plot before. That's odd. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll cancel this one, seeing as somebody else is trying to kill the exact same guy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and kill the Khan. And hopefully sow a bit of strife. So, yes, it is time for him to die. And who will join me in this endeavor? Oh, you'd be good. I think you might help out if I gave you a bit of money. I will gladly give you 50 bucks. Done. Done deal. I will ask you as well. And is there anybody else with some good plot power? Yes, there is. You, sir, you Hungarian man, will you help me? You have been conquered by someone who is not your own religion. The Byzantines as well, they seem to have stabilized a little bit, which is odd, because I thought they were going to go down, because they are fighting these guys. To the most excellent King Nigel, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I'm planning to kill a kid. How is that wisdom and mercy? Whatever. Okay, you guys are definitely heading to Giganti. Right, chase them. Continue. Mayor Christopher of St. Malo died. Count Herbert of Bruges made Mayor Walter of Newport High Almoner. Who? I guess Newport is a place in Bruges? I do not know. Good news! My co-conspirator Chief Altan of the Shelabai has let me know that Kagan Agachu? Makes me think of Achu from Robin Hood Men in Tights. He will soon have a tragic fall off the castle parapets. Fly, little birdie, fly! Emily de Horville died a natural death. I think some of these people are also, they're about to hit the age where I can begin training them as well. So, you're age 3. No, you're age 1. Herbert Capet, you can be though. So, good, we succeeded in our battle. We'll chase them in a moment. You, sir, you need to be trained by somebody who is good at stuff. Stuff and things. But he's Lollard. That would be bad. Problem is that these guys are Frankish. They're all the wrong culture. Well, Fulk seems nice. I'll give you the Fulk. There you go. And your brother? No? There was somebody else in there who had insanely good... Well, who had quick and all that. I'll have a look in a minute after he either says yes or no. So, underage... Roger Talifer is still underage. And Aymar de Blois is still underage. Oh, good. We succeeded with the plot to kill Kagan Agachu of the Golden Horde. Success. He had not yet learned how to fly. He died a quick and presumably painless death. Chicken for lunch today. I like how I'm the holy, but I still kill children. Left, right, and center. So, let's see. What happened with these guys? Are they perhaps going to have a civil war? They are currently at war with the Holy Roman Empire. They're fighting for Bavaria. Though I'm not exactly sure which bit is Bavaria in this case. So let's have a look. Direct vassals. Whoa. They're fighting for this? That would be a bad thing. That would put them almost at my borders. That is a very, very bad thing. I think we might need to indulge in a bit more killing. Your heir. Your heir is the High Chief of Novgorod. I need somebody to inherit who's not pagan, because after they lose being pagan, they start taking attrition and that sort of thing. So let's see, the Golden Horde. Who has claim? Only pagans. Sweet. It's agnatic ultimagenitor. Okay, so only men can inherit. We might literally have to work our way through every eligible male. Good God. Alright, well, what about that bro who had our back last time? Is he still around? Is he going to help us out? Hell yeah, he is. He's got a bit less plot power to bring to the table this time, but we've still got a lot of people to help us out. And the nice thing is that it doesn't matter if we get found out about this one, because the only people who are going to get pissed off are the guys of the Golden Horde, and I could not care less what these pagans think of me. As long as they stop driving to the west, I am okay with it. And the nice thing is that because they keep conquering all these places, at the moment they've got a lot of folks who are the same religion as us, so because we're not pagans, they like us more than they like the bad guys. Yes, these guys are the bad guys now. There you go. Even the Orthodox people are going, yeah, actually it's probably a good idea to ally ourselves with those Catholic bastards. You refuse to back our plot, really? But you said you would a minute ago. Okay. Well, you don't have to. As long as I get the 169 fella, I'm happy. Okay, so Herbert is now being tutored. I want to have a look. Where is Herbert? There he is. If I go to educate child, who is he? Okay, they are relatives. At least I think they are. How on earth is he a sibling with that guy? I do not know. Though it is interesting, I would like to have you educated by a good Norman fella. So let's see, who is available to teach you the ways of doing stuff well? Preferably somebody with really good stewardship. Yeah, alright. Giffard can look after you. To the glorious King Nigel, you will help. Good, you will help too, and you will help as well. So that should put our plot power up to about, yeah, 270 something. There we go. Yeah, 276%. Good news! My co-conspirator says, oh, it's you again. Fly, little birdie, fly! You're helping out. That's all good. Let's see. How goes our war as well? I've been ignoring that a little bit. Mostly because it's kind of done for, I think. Okay, yeah, after you're done with mauling these guys, I'm going to send him to here. Because as far as I know, if we defeat this guy's forces, he only owns the Sheikdom of Reggio and some mosque. Mosque is in... oh, it's in Reggio. But apparently this guy is at war. Oh, okay. He's a vassal. So if we send our men over there to help out, hopefully that should do something. So the Holy Roman Empire, as opposed to helping us out, might actually need our help in this, because the Golden Horde doesn't like them. It would be awesome if we could get the Ilkhanates and the Golden Horde to go to war. I wonder... it might be possible to get this guy killed and then start a sort of faction war between them. I hope so. We killed him. Yeah, unfortunately the assassin was caught and my complicity was discovered. Good but bad. Basically, these people hate us now. Do not care. 2 Kagans? Oh, the dead kid hates us. Sweet. I'm ever so worried. Now, Golden Horde, how you doing? Okay, it looks like there is only one heir left. One direct heir. So, that says to me that we should kill them.